Hey everyone, I'm Bazinga again. Today I'm drinking a Huangpian, so a yellow leaf or golden leaf tea from Yiwu Mountain Tea, which is actually one of their cheapest options, which I got in a Lucky Dip sampler pack I bought from them. And actually, I've been enjoying it quite a bit. Perhaps you have seen my Yunnan sourcing spring morning Huangpian video where I drank that tea. And I was pleasantly surprised by it as to how much, well, I wouldn't say how much punch it delivered, but how easy drinking it was. And I've experienced the same thing with this tea. So it's a very easy drinking tea, which has, well, it doesn't deliver much in terms of body feel or in terms of it's not very strong tea. Let me just pour this off. So it isn't a very strong tea, but the flavor is really nice. It's actually really great for just casually sipping. I've even thermos brewed it once. It came out great. I adjusted my brewing parameters slightly. So for the thermos, that was around, I think, 3.5 grams for a liter. And I used 80 degrees water instead of boiling because I find if you use boiling for either show or shongpor in a thermos, you can get a like stewed or a stew taste, or like that taste you get in water that's been that's quite flat. I don't know how to say it properly, but it's really got enough taste, and lowering the water temperature really helps with that. That being said, if I'm brewing this tea Gongfu style, I'm upping the parameters a bit. I'm using 6 grams in a 75 milliliter Gaiwan, which I think is perfect for this tea because it brings out more of the sweetness, more of the characteristics without being overly powerful. If you would do this with a stronger tea, I think it wouldn't do it justice, the tea itself. But this being a Huangpian and it being from Yiwu really helps with those brewing parameters. That being said, this is a tea from 2020, so it's got a couple of years of age on it. It isn't a fresh tea, it's not semi-aged, but it's developing some really nice of those plummy, lightly woody, semi-aged Iwu notes you can get in those other teas. I have found them to that the Iwu Mountain Tea Lucky Dip sampler I bought. So those were 10 teas I think I bought. That typical note, it appears in all of those teas, even the young ones, even the ones that are 1 year old, but you can taste the freshness of that tea. This has really developed already. So a like lightly fruity, lightly woody, very soft taste that shows up in all of those teas. Yeah, immediately. And that's really what makes this very easy drinking for me. Um, yeah, I think I will. I might actually buy a cake or two of this in the future, just because it's such an easy drinking tea. If you don't know what to reach for, or you just want to let somebody know what like Huangpian tea or Huangpian pu'er tea is, or just pu'er tea in general, or which notes a pu'er tea can develop in a couple of years' time, and compare it, for example, with a very fresh raw pour, I think this might be perfect, and it certainly won't break the bank. So apart from that, there isn't really a lot to say about this tea. It doesn't, from what from the couple of times I've had it, it doesn't really evolve throughout the session. The notes you get in the first infusion will still show up in the later ones. It's very sweet. It's a bit astringent. It's not really bitter. Mm, yeah, it doesn't evolve any in any spectacular kind of way. So I won't be doing middle steeps or late steeps. I will just be enjoying this tea for a couple of infusions, while I might still work a bit this evening. So if you've enjoyed this episode, please consider leaving a like, consider subscribing, leave a comment with your favorite Huangpian, if it is from Yiwu Mountain Tea, if it is from Yunnan Sourcing, or even Farmer Leaf, or Y2 Tea, or some other site, or other vendor. Just let me know. I'm willing to try everything. So, except that weird bug poop tea, I'm not willing to try that. That's just weird. So thanks for watching. Have a nice day and cheers.